marquee matchup in this game, 49ers against the Steelers, is Brock Purdy against Pittsburgh safety Minkah Fitzpatrick. All-pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, somebody who led the NFL with 6 interceptions last year. See, the Steelers, they don't have great cornerbacks, but Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's a roving safety. He freelances, and he's really good at it. He erases a lot of mistakes on the back end. I think mano a mano, the 49ers have an advantage with their 5 eligibles, especially with Christian McCaffrey as part of that group, against essentially any secondary. But Minkah Fitzpatrick can make game-breaking plays. He can prey on game-breaking interceptions. So it's up to Brock Purdy to distribute the football to maintain the 49ers' advantage. It's going to be really tough for linebackers or safeties to cover Christian McCaffrey. And if they do cover him with double teams, well, somebody else is going to open up. The 49ers have Brandon Ayuk. They have George Kittle. They have Deebo Samuel. They have Juwan Jennings. They have Kyle Juszczyk. They have all these guys, right? So somebody's going to be open if the 49ers execute their offense correctly and block well enough in front of Brock Purdy to give him time, but more on that in a little bit. But assuming that Purdy does have enough time to throw, somebody's going to be open. It's going to be up to Brock Purdy to execute the offense correctly and keep the ball safe from Minkah Fitzpatrick, who can erase those mistakes on the back end. So this is a great test for Brock Purdy. This is a great test for Minkah Fitzpatrick because Purdy has proven already last season that he can play that point guard role really effectively for the 49ers offense. Now, all of this is moot if Pittsburgh's defensive line, which I think might be elite, if Pittsburgh's defensive line overwhelms the 49ers offensive front. The top matchup on that front, obviously, is TJ Watt working against Colton McKivitz, who's still a relatively unknown commodity for the 49ers. So the 49ers have to hold up front. They have to make sure that they offer help for Colton McKivitz if he does need it against TJ Watt. Cam Hayward on the inside is one of the best in the game for Pittsburgh at defensive tackle. The 49ers interior line has to show that it's ready for Cam Hayward. So everything always starts along the trenches, but assuming that the 49ers hold up decently well along the offensive line, and that's going to be a big, big test for this football team. Assuming that happens, the 49ers then have to turn to Purdy to make sure that he avoids Minkah Fitzpatrick. Or, doesn't necessarily avoid Fitzpatrick, but avoids making mistakes, avoids letting Fitzpatrick prey on throws that can turn the course of this game. So Minkah Fitzpatrick is dangerous. 6 interceptions for him. Again, led the league last year. It's up to Brock Purdy to win that chess match, and it's going to be a really, really fun one against the good Pittsburgh team on Sunday. You talk about, quarterbacks having to win chess matches. Well, when they're having to do so with a really good defensive line on the other side, that's what really tests the QB as far as pocket presence and as far as delivering the ball on time. And we know that's the biggest key to succeeding as a quarterback in Kyle Shanahan's offense. We know Purdy got the ball out on time last year, but what does he have to work on? Well, I think he has to work on that pocket presence. I think he has to work on stepping up if he's under pressure, and the Steelers are going to put some heat on him. So this is a great opportunity for Brock Purdy to show that he's taken strides as far as the mental part of the game since last year, as far as being able to handle the chaos around him while still executing a game plan. And I guarantee you that game plan will involve neutralizing Pittsburgh's most dangerous weapon in the secondary, and that is Minkah Fitzpatrick. You might tell this is a new location. We're by the Bay Bridge, downtown San Francisco, Folsom and the Embarcadero. Off to the Bay for a swim. We'll talk to you soon.